What if, let's say, 150 years from now, you have archaeologists that come around here in the Netherlands and begin to dig? Let's say that 20 years from now there was this unnatural disaster and some of the cities uh, went underwater or they were nuked. I'm just imagining a scenario, and that, well, 80 years later, everything's rebuilt, but now archaeologists are digging up. And they are seeing remains of the Dutch cities of around 2020. And let's say they find bones of a hand. Archaeologists can be so excited that they found bones of a hand, and they can make computer models of it. They can even, let me say this, they can even imagine a whole storyline of that individual concerning that one hand. But hold on a minute, it's just a hand. The hand is part of the arm, and the arm is part of a whole body. Well, archaeologists sometimes operate that way. They find some stuff in the ground, those findings are real, and there is a history behind what they found, and they try to reconstruct what happened. And there's nothing wrong with that, absolutely not. But when it comes to spiritual stuff, it's very dangerous to have such an attitude. Let me, for example, you can have certain people that have. Okay, let me walk. Yes, you can see me clearly. Okay, you have certain people that of a family that tends to be addicted to drugs. It's common within people from that family, and that's a fact. That's a manifestation. Then you have someone that thinks it's quite odd. Why do many people of that family have drug addictions? And those people are from Puerto Rico. Let me say they're from. Hold on. Um, good. Much. The noise is gone. They're from Puerto Rico. That's another fact. So you have someone that investigates. Okay, they're from Puerto Rico. Many people of that family, they are addicted to drugs. I mean, go look at the statistics of the government. There's a lot of drug trafficking coming from Puerto Rico to Florida. Let's say that's another fact. So those are all facts. And based upon those facts, if you only have those facts, you can come to the conclusion that Puerto Ricans tend to be addicted to drugs, and they tend to fail in academics and fail in maintaining jobs. Alright, so let's say you have a newspaper article that comes out and says are tend Puerto Ricans tend to be addicted to drugs and to fail in society. Let's say you have a newspaper coming out saying that. What do people do? They'll begin to react. Racist! Fake news! This bad! And it is. But the people that publish this story, they publish a story based on facts they've investigated. But here's the thing. They haven't looked at the big picture. Why? Because that family over there, 3 generations back, there was this huge family drama, and this drama ended up in violence, and from generation upon generation this resentment has been transferred, and drugs is available in that neighborhood. That's why people of that family tend to use drugs to numb emotional pain. But there are more families around that have family dramas that work out throughout generations, but are not addicted to drugs. They're addicted to they tend to become workaholics. They work very hard. They work so hard that they destroy their own health, that they neglect their own families. And by doing that, they are transferring new resentments to the new generation. New resentment, you get what I'm saying here. So, if you only look at the facts, these people, this family is addicted to drugs, many of them, they're Puerto Ricans, and statistics of the USA show that there's a lot of drug trafficking coming from Puerto Rico to the US mainland. If you only focus on those three, you can come up with conclusions, but most of them will be wrong. Now, this video has been already 5.5 minutes. I want to keep this short. That's what people often do with spiritual stuff. They encounter facts, they encounter revelations that blow their mind. In the sense that, whoa, they never realized it. They begin to see connections they never noticed before, and this overwhelms them. But what the trick is, now they become attached to the revelation they've received, and they forget to see the big picture around the revelation. And that's how a lot of people are trapped and dragged into cults and dragged into all kinds of stuff. So always look at the big picture. There's nothing wrong with doing archaeology, but when it comes to spiritual stuff, I recommend you look at the big picture. That being said, enjoy your day. It's 26 degrees today, and it's summer weather, so go to the beach, go picnic, or go to the cinema, do something. Yeah, peace.